Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Steven here, Northwest Small Batch Brewing. My voice, right, is not great right now. Actually, this is the best I've sounded in several weeks, so this is actually pretty good. I obviously have been getting over a cold, so sorry about that. But I'm at the point where I just can't put off filming this intro for this video that I'm super excited about, despite how my voice sounds. This is probably the last clone for a little bit that I'm going to do. I just did that Michelob clone last time. This one is a Negra Modelo. I'm not a huge lager guy, to be honest with you, but I love Mexican beers, and Mexican lagers are fantastic. And this is obviously a dark Mexican lager. And you know, it's interesting. You know, I've always asked, like, what makes a Mexican lager Mexican? And made with Mexican malt? I don't know. Anyway, just because it's made in Mexico, probably. But at any rate, I'm going to make one. I'm going to compare it to the original, and it'll be fun. They're both going to be good, I'm sure. So let's get into it. Let's get into the grain bill. Come on. All right, so this is going to be mostly Pilsner malt in this one for your base malt. I'm using about 71.6% Pilsner malt. And I'm going to put 14.3% Vienna malt. 7% caramel 60. 3.4% Cara 20. And 3.7% chocolate malt, around 500 Lovibond. Rice hulls. I'm mashing in at 147 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to do an overnight mash, but you're welcome to do a 1 hour mash for this one. Alright, I just woke up. It's the next morning, and it is time to drain the main grain. And I'm using my handy dandy one-arm bandit here in order to lift this thing out of the water, since it's a 5-gallon batch. I'm using Hersbrucker hops today and Tettnanger hops today. Alright, so the 60-minute edition is 1 ounce of Hallertau Hersbrucker mixed with 1 ounce of Tettnanger. The 10-minute edition here is a ½ ounce of Tettnanger. Perfect. Now it's time to instigate a no-chill overnight chill. Wrap it up for your protection, and I'll see you in the morning. All right, it's the next morning, and the wort is down to about room temperature. I'm going to sanitize everything up, and then I'm going to do a pump transfer of my wort into my favorite fermenter here, the All-Rounder. All right, I'm going to go ahead and oxygenate the wort to give the yeast a nice, healthy starting off point. This is also the time I like to add my yeast nutrient. I use Fermade K, which includes DAP. It's a diammonium phosphate. You can check that out. And I like to use this stainless steel, sort of like a paint spinner or mixer, and to aerate my wort for about 3 minutes. All right, I don't know about you guys, but I am ready to pitch the yeast. So I'm using SAF Lager 3470. I like this one because it is a true lager yeast, and it will be a good, clean beer. All right, guys, here we go. We're at the final day. I'm going to try not to talk too loud because I'm getting over a cold, and my voice is really bad. So this is going to be short, hopefully, and sweet. So I have a Modelo here to compare. So let me give you the quick numbers. Original gravity was 1052. expected a 1009, and I got a 1009 final gravity, which meant it came in at 5.7% alcohol. And the Modelo is, I'm sure, a little less than that. You know, sometimes it's so hard to find the alcohol content on a beer. I thought it was right there, but I don't know. That's weird. It's probably in the tiny writing. Oh, there it is, 5.4. So it's right there. I mean, these are very, very similar. Very similar. The color's not, though. Mine definitely looks darker and hazier. For sure. I did not put any gelatin or anything in mine. So let me try the real thing. Mine had better head retention, but it is going away quickly. But, you know, I mean, the real thing doesn't have much head retention at all. So, okay, let's do aroma first. I love the Modelo because you get that clean lager, but it's so, you get the roasty malted notes from it. I mean, I don't get any off flavors. I would say I get more maltiness on the nose of the Modelo. You can't go wrong with a Negra Modelo. I'd say a little more carbonation. I would say there's a little bit more caramel flavor in the original Modelo that I have than mine. But it's good. It tastes really good. I think that it would actually be a little bit better with a little bit more time lagering. It'll help mellow and clean it up a little bit. But super happy with how this turned out. This is fantastic. Besides being sick, at some point here, I will hopefully be able to drink it all up. I still like the original. It's a great recipe. If you want to try to make a similar one, I recommend at least starting off with this. Make some adjustments maybe to give a little bit more of a caramel note, but otherwise, and a little bit lighter. This is a little darker than the original. Otherwise, it turned out really well. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Sorry my voice is going out, but I'll be back in a week with another video. And until then, keep on brewing. Cheers.